January 14th, 2025. I'm officially a Respawn recruit. There's only one thing. There are over 200 other people. I feel like a drop in the ocean, and not only are some of these people my friends, but I also look up to some of them. That's what I wrote when the first challenge was announced the day that the Respawn Recruits Challenge started. I didn't even have a question of, am I good enough to win? I had a question of, is this going to be another situation where I tell myself I'll give something my all and give up? Do I have a vision or a story to tell that will make me a worthwhile creator in this competition? And of course, they had to go and ask us to do the hardest thing of all, tell them about ourselves. But during that challenge, I did a lot of self-reflection and I started entering a flow state. I started realizing that my background and the way I approached life really did help, and that my way of telling stories could impact people. One of my favorite comments on a video that I've gotten thanks to the Respawn Recruits Challenge is, quote, "This was so beautiful and so inspiring. You're way more than a silly VTuber, and although I don't visit as often, I love to stumble upon your streams when I'm doom scrolling, and I always say hi. And most importantly, I feel seen. Something that's really important to me is for streamers in particular to see their viewers and connect with them. You of all people are truly doing that. The fact that you're taking this huge step into the unknown but desired direction is super inspiring, and I can only wish the best for you and your future. And yes, I'll be stopping by no matter what you do." Not only did I start to realize how easily I could push out content when I cared about what I was putting out instead of forcing myself into a box, I realized how much fun it was to take risks and connect with people through what I had to show. And I didn't feel like I needed to replicate anyone because I realized that I did have a unique point of view. And then after that first week of cuts, I got hit with a terrible case of hope. And I really like to push against hope because getting let down is one of the hardest things ever, but it feels really good to hope for something and work towards the things that I do care about. And then the next challenge happened, where we had to do something that we'd never done before. All I could do was laugh because I was already in a world of firsts. First content creation competition, first time filming videos with a face cam, first time playing things other than FPS games every day. But somehow, even doing that stream, I felt more comfortable than I was talking about myself. I think it was because I was being pushed to do something that I knew I wanted to do, but I was too afraid to do it. And yes, I did run into more problems than I'd like to admit, one of those being literally losing this microphone in a parking lot hours before the challenge. But still, I did the entire thing with a smile on my face, and I had so much fun. More fun than I've had since I started streaming. That is the great thing about being part of this challenge, and hopefully moving on with Respawn, is being surrounded by people that are better than you, that push you, that inspire you, is such an amazing honor. And Respawn really does create the kind of community that I aim to build. One that grows without being callous or jaded or apathetic. A community that knows that they're seen, listened to, and acknowledged. Respawn gives back to their community. Sometimes it's through opportunities and sometimes it's through recognition, but regardless of how people are seen, you always know that there's a soul behind the brand. A flame that shines so brightly that you can't help but be attracted to it and the people that it also attracts. As I continued through the competition, I could not help but realize the overwhelming sense of support and camaraderie within Respawn, and I'm not just talking about between the recruits. It wasn't just about our individual achievements or our individual growth. It was really about being part of something bigger. It was about fostering growth, connection, community, vulnerability. Every challenge did test our skills, but it also tested our willingness to adapt, our willingness to change. And in that moment, it became clear to me that this journey was going to be about more than just competing. It was going to be about embracing the path ahead regardless of how uncertain it seemed. And a wise man named Dr. Seuss once said, "You have a brain in your head and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose." And I'm choosing Respawn, not for the chair or the fanfare, not for the fame so people know my name, but because I truly believe in supporting the things that uplift and inspire a mission burning like fire. A brand that speaks to my soul, where purpose and passion make us whole.